Asaliso and I'm getting ready for school. Something very exciting is happening at my school. Let's go and see. In Zolengaba, all we've got is teachers. We don't have electricity. We don't have proper library. Now our life is gonna change, and we're gonna have experience more than the others that were there before. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Moves like this. Then the second one moves like this.
Our learners are unable to speak English. That becomes a hindrance in their education. I understand that the reason for that is that they are in these remote areas whereby everybody is speaking closer. Now that there will be computers, they will sit there and read a lot through the computer. In the computer, then I think and I'm sure that this will improve their English. Even the community around the school will come and learn how to use computer. This project will do a lot for us.
The electricity is going to be used primarily for a computer lab, and they'll have laptop computers. They've already arrived, and so the kids will have the laptops here. They'll also have a wireless router for internet learning, and it's connected with 2 other schools that are in this area. They'll be able to use printers and photocopiers in their offices, which up to this point they're just not able to have. There's been no electricity.
Well, the challenges are manifold. You struggle with a very low consciousness or awareness within the community of what solar power and education means, of what computing means, of what use there is to all of this that we are doing. So the first hurdle that we have to cross and somehow get over is to bring the meaning of what we're doing home. And that means we need at least a certain running time within the project where learners are learning and cultural exchange is occurring, and where perhaps new information is flowing into the community from outside, so that the community can see what the worth and value is of this whole installation.
We have had training mainly for educators, actually, because educators are the ones who are going to teach the learners how to operate these computers and actually how teach them the system.
When we go out there from the school, we're gonna know how to use computer and how to send emails, all that stuff, and a lot of knowledge.
When they have to do a research, a kind of a research, they can go online and do a research on a certain project maybe. That's all because we have electricity running and also we have computers.
South Africa. And there's no way these kids in these rural schools will ever catch up with the rest of the world unless they have access to modern education, computers, etc. This, to me, represented a huge need and an opportunity to bring solar power to rural schools in South Africa.
How long have you been using these computers?
Maybe 3 days.
Only 3 days. Do you like?
In Rael and Cover, there's a media streaming server and a web server. We're sitting with a lot of local content, besides the content that will be fed through from the internet. But to give you an idea that the school that's nearby, a few miles or kilometers away, can watch videos on their laptops that are actually coming off a streaming server here. So that shows you that there's huge capacity. It's like they've got video on demand, and they can choose between the few thousand educational videos that are available. It's state of the art right here. This is a Wi-Fi campus.
For a long time now, I've been convinced that the marriage of solar electricity and wireless communications represents one of the most profound ways I can think of to bring these rural, isolated communities into the 21st century. When you bring connectivity to a rural community and a rural school, such as here, Zwelinkhaba, you open up so many possibilities for distance learning, for telemedicine. We're hopeful that by working closely with local partners, including the Department of Education, that we can showcase this project, we can demonstrate the technical, the economic, the social viability of this project, and then the South African government can embrace this model and expand it to the thousands of schools in South Africa that are still left way behind.
So you just need to press go once.
I've learned a lot. I know how to send an email, and I know how to do my homework on my own without asking the teacher's help.
Click yes. You click here. You can't just start right in there. You need to put that. Nothing like this. There were no computers at all. We were all doing things manually. What is happening today is jobs. You only get jobs with a computer literate. These computers are bringing knowledge to our people, even to the students who are still growing, gonna learn about the computers.
If you can create a spark, light that fire of passion to learn and to improve their own lives, nothing can stop these kids, nothing. We're just giving them a tool, a little bit of juice, a little bit of electricity. The rest will be up to them, but I think it's a great beginning. The fact is that climate is changing, and governments and citizens of the world are under pressure to find an alternative to fossil fuels. We're on the cutting edge. I mean, what we're doing here really represents the future. These kids are the future.